because we're really here to talk about dating.
Yes.
That horrible, horrible thing. I think there is a sense that a lot of the women that I talk to about this, there is a sense that there is some giant gender divide in this scenario, especially as you get older. That this sense of like, guys are silver foxes, and so it's, they don't worry about looks, and guys are, they kind of, it's kind of like opening the menu now, and they can have anybody they want. And and it actually is not like that at all.
Well, and I will say the what is wanted, and this is purely unscientific, based on research and assumptions. No research and assumptions, rather. But men at 48, 49, 50 get divorced, and they're like, great, where's my next 25, 30-year-old? Because maybe they want to start a new family. Maybe they just like want the age differential so that they feel important and grown up, or whatever. No judgments. Judgments, but not really. Not out loud.
I'm like, don't lie on this pod.
And we, as like women who want to date men, are looking at that same age group and they're like, you're too old. So even though we're exactly the same age, or maybe a couple years younger, like, we're too old.
Here's what I sort of ran into. I call it the Rip Van Winkle effect. Okay. Where I got married when I was in my late 20s. Yeah. And I was a certain person at that time. I dated a certain age. I felt a certain way. Yeah. And that is kind of like caught in amber for me the last time I dated. Then I'm married, this and that, and I get divorced, and I'm in my mid 40s at this point. But in my head, I'm still in my late 20s. I'm still caught in amber in late 20s. And when I go out and I look at people to date, like, that is where my eye goes, because I'm like, that's the last time I dated. This is what everyone looked like.
No.
And like, I know.
We'll just say that maybe it's not just caught in amber, but maybe it's like any man who dates wants to date a 25-year-old again after
it did not last long. I would say it did not for me last long. It lasted like maybe a couple months where I was like, looking through, and then I just started to think about, one, I really have nothing in common with somebody in their late 20s. I mean, it is a vast difference in experience and life outlook. They are at the start of a ride that I'm in the middle of, with parenting. I'm not looking to start another family. Yeah. But also, like, I felt creepy. Like, I just felt creepy looking at that. That is creepy. We set up an algorithm. So I had two friends and I that we all got divorced around the same time. And we set out an algorithm, and you just put the age in, your age and their age, like what, and it pumps out like what age range is really appropriate for you. And then I only dated people in that age range.
I am sorry. I'm laughing at the fact that you just can't come to that conclusion logically without the algorithm.
I needed an algorithm. I needed to know where the floor was so that I didn't break social mores and like not even break social mores, to like save myself from myself. Yeah. And I'm sure there are a lot of old soul 32-year-olds, but it felt weird. I mean, I was about 43, I think 42, 43 when I first started.
And what did you set your age range at?
35. Yeah, that felt like the right age. I didn't want, because someone who's 32, 33, they're looking to start a family, and I have my family. I didn't need that. It's just that, I mean, and no shade on anyone, that because I do know plenty of old souls, and like, I've seen those relationships work fine. Yeah. For both. I mean, I have one divorced female friend who's dating someone in their mid 30s, and they're doing pretty well.
My own mother married a 25-year-old when she was 40, and we're still married to this day. My stepdad's a great guy.
So no shade on any of that. This is a personal thing. It's just there are. Sorry, a giant groundhog just walked by outside and just stared at me as it was doing it. Like, God, the balls on that thing. Anyway, I don't know why people think I have ADHD. What was I saying? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like or a crazy comment. We'd love to hear from you, and see you again soon.